Hello, the discussion is on dual nature of matter, session 12, uh, problems part, problems of dual nature of matter. In that part, we want to discuss about some of the problems related to theories chapter of de Broglie's matter waves, then Compton effect, photoelectric effect, as well as Heisenberg uncertainty relations. Recap: the principle of electron microscope and the working of electron microscope. Microscope is an instrument used to get the magnified image of the object. Electron is a beta particle and it is deflected in the presence of electric as well as magnetic field. Its charge is negative, spin is half, and this particle is called fermion, and its charge is 1.6 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Then the principle of electron microscope is, we know the expression for resolving power of a microscope is 2n sine theta divided by lambda. N is the refractive index of the medium, lambda be the wavelength of light used, theta be the semi-vertical angle when the cone of rays entering from object to objective. From this expression it is very clear the resolving power is inversely proportional to the wavelength. When the wavelength of the light is more, resolving power is less. Wavelength of the radiation is less, resolving power is more. So electron beam is accelerated by applying high potential difference between cathode and anode. Then voltage between cathode and anode is more, its wavelength decreases. Since resolving power is inversely proportional to the wavelength, when the wavelength is less, resolving power is more. And you know the expression for lambda. Lambda is equal to h by square root of 2m eV, where h is Planck's constant, m be the mass of electron, e be the electronic charge, v be the potential difference between cathode and anode. So this is the principle of electron microscope. Whenever electron beam is accelerated by applying high potential difference, its wavelength decreases, so resolving power increases. Then the working of electron microscope, you take an electron gun, which is the source of electron. When it emits electrons, it passes through the different lenses, that is called magnetic condenser lens, then it passes through the magnetic projector lens, and then magnetic objective lens. So all the three lenses are which are used. The first lens used to focus the electron beam to the specimen, the second lens which gets magnified image of the specimen, and a last lens again gets still more magnification. This is the working of electron microscope, and one distinction between an electron microscope and optical microscope is the resolution is very high. Very high resolving power is generated in the case of electron microscope. So this is the working of electron microscope that is discussed. Next, learning objective. The objective is to study the problems of photoelectric effect, Compton effect, uncertainty principle, as well as de Broglie's matter waves. That means if you know these theories, photoelectric effect and Compton effect, uncertainty principle, and de Broglie's matter waves, the uncertainty principle as well as de Broglie's matter waves, we want to think about some of the problems point of view. Problems which are related to this topic are discussed. Then session outcomes, the students will be able to understand the theory of photoelectric effect, Compton effect, uncertainty principle, de Broglie's waves with the help of problems. Then the problems. The problem number 1, the work function of cesium is 1.99 electron volt. What is the maximum wavelength of light that can emit photoelectrons from photocathode of cesium? Here the given data is work function W. W is equal to 1.99 electron volt. That is work function. The work function means minimum energy necessary to eject electrons from the metal surface. And an expression for work function is W is equal to hc by lambda maxima or lambda naught. H is Planck's constant, c be the speed of light. So from this equation, lambda m is equal to hc divided by W. Substitute the value. H is equal to 6.625 10 power minus 34 joule second. C 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Lambda 1.99 electron volt. Convert this into joule, 1.610 power minus 19. If we calculate this, the answer for this problem is 6237 angstrom in it. This is the problem on photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect means when a light of suitable frequency is incident on the cathode, immediately photoelectrons are emitted. This phenomena is called photoelectric effect. Then next problem is problem number 2. When a light of wavelength 4800 angstrom falls on a photocathode, the emitted photoelectrons have a stopping potential of 0.59 volt. With a light of wavelength 3200 angstrom, a stopping potential is 1.787 volt. Calculate the Planck's constant H, assuming the charge of electron is 1.610 power minus 19 coulomb. Okay, so what are the data which are given in this problem? The wavelength of incident light is given 4800 angstrom, that is equal to 4800 into 10 power minus 10 meter. Stopping potential 0.59 volt implies kinetic energy of photoelectron is equal to 0.59 electron volt. The meaning of this is energy in electron volt is equal to stopping potential or potential in volt. Next, lambda 2. With the light of wavelength 3200 angstrom, stopping potential 1.87. That means you take lambda 2, that is equal to 3200 angstrom. That is 3200 into 10 power minus 10 meter. Stopping potential V2 1.87 volt implies kinetic energy of photoelectron is equal to 1.87 electron volt. So according to Einstein's photoelectric equation, the maximum kinetic energy of photoelectron is equal to energy of incident radiation minus photoelectric work function. In this case, half mv maxima square is equal to h into nu minus nu naught. That is equal to h into c by lambda minus c by lambda naught. If you take c outside, hc into 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. If you simplify this, 1.87 minus 0.59, that means kinetic energy 2 minus kinetic energy 1 is equal to hc into 1 by lambda 2 minus 1 by lambda 1. Substitute 1.87 minus 0.59 is equal to h value, substitute the value of h because you want to calculate the value of h here. So h into 3 into 10 power 8 is the velocity of light into 4800 minus 3200 angstrom by 4800 into 3200 angstrom into conversion of electron volt into joule, it is 1.610 power minus 19. If you put the value of this, the value of Planck's constant H is equal to 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. This is the value of Planck's constant which is obtained. Then come to the problem number 3. Find the wavelength of photoelectric effect from a copper surface. Given the work function of copper surface is 4.5 electron volt. The meaning is you calculate the maximum wavelength here, that is called a threshold wavelength, because the work function is given. Work function is equal to 4.5 electron volt. You put this symbol as W. then calculate lambda naught or lambda m. What is the expression for work function? The expression is W is equal to hc by lambda m or lambda naught. Substitute the value of h, c and w. That is lambda maxima or lambda naught is equal to the Planck's constant h is 6.625 10 power minus 34 joule second into c is 3 into 10 power 8 divided by lambda naught 4.5 electron volt, that is 4.5 into 1.6 10 power minus 19 joule. If we substitute the lambda naught, that is called the threshold wavelength of copper surface, is 2760 angstrom in it. Problem number 4. Ultraviolet radiation of wavelength 800 angstrom and 700 angstrom when allowed to fall on a photosensitive metal surface are found to liberate with the maximum kinetic energy of 1.8 electron volt and 4 electron volt respectively. Calculate the value of Planck's constant. Okay, what are the data given? Lambda 1, that is wavelength of the incident radiation, is equal to 800 angstrom. Lambda 2, that is the wavelength of the incident radiation, again because the two wavelengths are incident on the surface, the value of lambda 2 is 700 angstrom. Kinetic energy 1 is equal to 1.8 electron volt. Kinetic energy 2, 4 electron volt. So what the data are? Lambda 1, lambda 2, kinetic energy 1, kinetic energy 2. Then expression is maximum kinetic energy of photoelectron is equal to energy of incident photon or incident radiation minus photoelectric work function. This is Einstein's photoelectric equation. Or maximum kinetic energy of photoelectron is equal to h into c by lambda minus c by lambda naught. If we simplify this, we get kinetic energy 1 minus kinetic energy 2 or kinetic energy 2 minus kinetic energy 1 is equal to hc by lambda 2 minus hc by lambda 1. Simplify this, substitute this, 4 electron volt minus 1.8 electron volt, that is 4 minus 1.5 times 1.8 times electron volt. They convert into electron volt, the electron volt value is 1.610 power minus 19 joule. If you substitute, the answer is 4 minus 1.8 is equal to h into 3 into 10 power 8. The two wavelengths are 800 minus 700 into angstrom 10 power minus 10 meter divided by 800 into 10 power minus 10 into 700 into 10 power minus 10, then convert into joule. The electron volt is converted into joule, then it is 1.610 power minus 19. If you divide, the Planck's constant is again 6.610 power minus 34 joule second. So in this way the Planck's constant is calculated. Then next question is, in the photoelectric effect experiment, it was found that the stopping potential decreases from 1.85 volt to 0.82 volt as the wavelength of the incident light is varied from 3000 angstrom to 4000 angstrom. Calculate the value of Planck's constant. This is again a problem is to calculate the Planck's constant. How? What are the data given? The potential, stopping potential 1 V1 is equal to 1.85 volt. Stopping potential 2 V2 is equal to 0.82 volt. Immediately if you calculate kinetic energy 1 is equal to 1.85 electron volt. Kinetic energy 2, 0.82 electron volt. Then wavelength of the incident lights, lambda 1, 3000 angstrom in it, that is 3000 into 10 power minus 10 meter. Lambda 2, 4000 angstrom in it, that is 4000 into 10 power minus 10 meter. So if you know lambda 1, lambda 2, kinetic energy 1, kinetic energy 2, again you are using Einstein's photoelectric equation. The maximum kinetic energy of photoelectron is equal to energy of incident radiation minus photoelectric work function. That is, half mv maxima square is equal to hc by lambda minus hc by lambda naught. If you take hc outside, 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. Simplify this. 1.85 minus 0.82 electron volt, convert 1.6 10 power minus 19 is equal to h into 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second into 4000 minus 3000 into 10 power minus 10 by 4000 angstrom into 3000 angstrom into 1.6 10 power minus 19. If we substitute this, the value of Planck's constant again 6.610 power minus 34 joule second. So problem number 6, the threshold wavelength of the photoelectric emission is 2500 angstrom. Find its work function. The threshold wavelength lambda naught is given is equal to 2500 into 10 power minus 10 meter. And an expression for work function is W is equal to hc by lambda naught. Substitute h is 6.625 10 power minus 34, c 3 into 10 power 8 by 2500 into 10 power minus 10 into 1.6 10 power minus 19. The work function is equal to 7.5 electron volt.